Good morning, family. How is everyone doing here in Team Effort Network? Good morning. We're waking up to a brand new day. New beginnings begin today. It's Thursday, and around the world, those who are part of Team Effort Network get extremely excited about Thursday because for several reasons. It's the beginning of our new work week in Team Effort Network. We get a chance to start from Thursday to Wednesday to share all the wonderful things that we're doing. And it's also the day that we have a lot of TTPs that's taking place throughout the world. And a TTP is a 10-tasting party where you can go and sit and look at a full presentation and learn about the products, learn about the compensation plan, listen to some amazing testimonies that are shared at the TTPs, and to grow your business. Well, you've dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, one-star Pastor Bill Wafer. Family, the line is open. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
DC in the house.
Hey, Robert, good morning, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm super duper.
Super duper. That's what I'm talking about. Super duper great tastic.
Yes, right.
Well, welcome to the call. Looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
Well,
I'm a pastor Ernest Quick from Largo, Maryland. Want you to know that Sam has got me down to 35 pounds, and I tell you, I done had to change my wardrobe.
Oh, my goodness. Is that a Pastor Quick?
Yeah.
My goodness, you said you're down 35 pounds?
Lost 35 pounds.
My goodness, we're going to have to go shopping. We'll have to set a shop there. Everybody have to go and get a whole new wardrobe. We can't fit our clothes anymore, right, folks? Wow, that's good to hear, Pastor Quick. Congratulations, man. Well, keep it coming, family. What's this morning?
Jesse Bowden, Pentagon.
Good morning, Jesse Bowden, calling from the Pentagon. How are you, sir?
Hey, outstanding, Pastor Denise. Apostle Quick gonna have to pass those clothes down the beach.
I don't know. Pastor Quick is doing some things, boy. I'm telling you, looking for a wife and everything. I know that wife might be looking for him. Well, welcome to the call, Jesse. Who else is with us this morning? Go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
Every Marshall, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Is that someone calling us? Is that Gregory from Ohio?
That is correct.
Ooh,
Morning.
Y'all got some big things coming up the pipe, Gregory.
That is correct.
Ooh, I'm trying my best to do that, Gregory. I'm trying, man.
Hoping to see you there.
I'm trying to move some things around. I'm trying, man.
Okay, well, do
Don Joseph in Reveal, California.
All right, Pastor Joseph. You know I'm excited today, right?
Yes, we're excited.
Can't wait. Hey, singing bird. Welcome to Samantha's in the house. Welcome.
In the house, thank you.
Sandy Goins.
Hi, who is that? Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Pastor Denise. How are you?
I'm doing great, lady. How you doing?
Wonderfully well. Looking forward to tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Me too. I can't wait.
Okay.
Excited. I hear you, Keith Boach. I heard you, Keith Boach. I hear you there, man.
Oh yeah. You know I'm in the house.
I know you in the house. I used to sit in that $1 million seat. Got your Mercedes already posted on Facebook. That's a bad piece of machine.
And you know we need to add some more $1 million seats for the people I'm bringing tonight.
All right now. Let's do it. Wow.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Good stuff coming to Pastor Quick. I lost 35 pounds. The man looked like a brand new person. I wish you all could have seen him from day one to see him now. If you can come to the TTP tonight, please come. Pastor Quick, make sure you're there. And as you heard Keith Botry, he's working toward getting that Mercedes-Benz, and he said he's bringing more guests tonight and putting their name on the list so that they can give various great things that happen in the Team Effort Network. And you heard a wonderful call we had yesterday from Shakina Day. She talked so beautifully about the sprays and the benefits of the sprays and what they can do and how they can help with inflammation and giving you energy. And we have so many reports on how people's blood pressure now within normal range, the diabetes, A1C level within normal range. We talk about the cell energy and how it helps to replace damaged cells and how our cells get damaged through pollutions and the food and free radicals, all the things that come up against us. And the Slim by 10, how even if you eat foods that's bad and fatty, how there's an ingredient in the Slim by 10 that takes that bad fatty food and turns it into energy and makes it good for you. Wow, what do we have in our hands? Have you asked yourself that? What is this I have in my hand? It's doing some amazing things. So we just need to just take it and share it and just continue to be a blessing to people's lives. Well, I'm going to stop here and bring on my business partner because we have some exciting guests on the call today that wants to share some wonderful things with us. So I want to bring on my business partner, One Star, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there, sir?
I am here. I'm here.
Well, good morning. Top of the morning to you.
I tell you, top of the morning. There's a lot of excitement on this phone, boy. My phone has been vibrating, all these folks on this phone. But, you know, it goes to show you, you know, you got people's energy like Keith. You know, he's out there doing the thing, making it happen. You know, you got people like Linda, who's going to have her TTP this weekend, and people just making their decision. They're making their decision in 2015 that they're going to do something that they didn't do last year, and they're going to do it with a bang. You know, they're going to do it on a big scale. And when you take massive action, you begin to get results. So what we're seeing is that people are taking massive action here, and in January of 2015, and they're going to keep moving to February and March. And boy, let me tell you, when they get back from March 14th, man, it's going to be game over. Boy, people are going to be running like crazy to get these businesses built. So I want people to just stay focused because, you know, what we've been sharing with you, people are doing. If you haven't had a TTP, start your TTP. Just start, even if it's just you and one person, you and two people. Just make a decision that you're going to start meeting regularly so people will have a place to come and hear the good news about this product and this company. When you do that, you'll start to see your business momentum start to increase, and you start to grow your business. So, you know, take examples, take the cues from the people who are now, that you're hearing on these calls, that are so excited about what's taking place in their business, and that could be you as well.
Wow, I am excited also, Pastor Dale, and I'm going to keep everyone reminded of the 1-year Power 2 Challenge that we are all participating in this year, 2015, because we're going for it all the way. This is the year that you can really decide, am I going to make 2016 the last year the year that I can retire? And it can happen. You have less than a year to make that happen if you stay focused on the 1-year Power 2 Challenge. And we have started that this month, January, and I have a chart pattern I'll put together. I'm going to present at the meeting at the TTP tonight, and I want everyone to see. You have no idea how close you already are to winning that challenge. Everyone for the month of January that has completed that challenge, you're going to see who you are tonight. And it's just going to boast you and let you know that, wow, I'm not halfway through, but I've started the race. And it's nothing like finishing the race. So we're going to go for it, everyone, for the month of January. The party to go and to meet this challenge is just to get 2 new business partners. That's it for January. And then February, what is your goal? To help those 2 get their 2. And for March, what is your goal? To help those 4 get their 2. And for April, what is your goal? To help those 16 get their 2. We're going all the way through 2015. And come January 2016, woo, game over. You won $22,750 a month. You did it. Congratulations. Go take a vacation. That's how we're going this year. Well, we have some exciting guests on the call with us today. This gentleman here talking about Pastor, you mentioned something about doing things on a big scale. Well, they did things on a big scale a couple of weeks ago in California. And we want to hear what happened. We had Danny Glover and cars all over the place with bows on them and Memo and the Senior Bird Samantha was there and Renetta Hall. So that means welcome to the call, family. Donald Joseph from California. Donald, are you there? Said unmute. Donald Joseph, I know you're there. I heard you introduce yourself this morning. Donald Joseph or the team, Samantha, either one of y'all make it in?
Good morning, Dr. Denise. This is Renetta Hall.
Hi, Renetta. How are you? I can hear you loud and clear. I'm not sure what Donald Joseph. I know he was on the call. Did you get on the speakerphone? Text me, Donald Joseph, and let me know what difficulties you're having. But until you get on, let's hear from Renetta. I heard that you guys did some fantastic things in California a couple of weeks ago. Please let us know what you guys are doing on the West Coast.
Oh, I mean, it was just amazing, Pastor Denise. And before I start, I want to say how much I appreciate and enjoy both you and Dr. Whitener every morning on the phone calls. I can't be on when you first get on, but before the call is over, I'm right there listening. I'm telling you, it's just amazing what you're doing. We appreciate it so much. And it's so excitement every day to my morning. But our event was spearheaded by Mr. Memo Sains, and he just knocked it out of the ballpark on this one. You know, we had the Santa Clara County Convention Center. Now, can you imagine? That's a huge facility. We had there were 9 cars that were inside the convention center on the floor with great big bows on the red bows. It was exciting. It was beautiful. These were luxury cars. And it was just excitement everywhere. Everybody was so glad to be there. And 10 is growing. We are exploding. Excitement is in the air. There's things that are happening. And it's just changing people's lives, one life at a time. And I think I heard Mr. Joseph on the call. Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to turn it back over to him.
Wow. Sorry I was on mute there, but folks, we are very excited. We appreciate everything that everybody is doing. Pastor Denise Miguel and Dr. Pastor Del Wafer, you guys, I'm telling you, you're just being unselfish every day, putting it out on the line, just leading this team. I tell you, our hats are off to you guys for all of your hard work. I know a lot of times we're getting up early and we're doing these things and you think they would go unnoticed, but they're not, because you can look at the team and you can look at the whole team and how it's responding, and you can see the excessive growth. And that's because every morning that you guys are getting up, you're putting it on the line, you're going out on the field, and you're leaving everything there. And that is being duplicated throughout the whole team. So that's the reason why we're growing. We're growing because of the unity and the synergy that you guys are starting out with.
Wow. Well, Donald Joseph, you know, we always say it's the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. And you're right, we are growing. And we are growing in numbers, and we're growing.
Right now, you know, we're learning. Memo Sains is our leader here on the West Coast, and we're excited because his mentor is Mr. Mel Gill himself. And basically what we're doing is we're just following suit. Mel said the way to build this business is you got to build it from event to event. And that's basically, we just kind of took that and ran with it. And we have seen phenomenal growth from anywhere from 150 to 300, then to 450. And this last event was about 600 people there. And it was absolutely amazing. As Sister Renetta had alluded to, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, we had cars, brand new Mercedes, brand new SUV, BMWs with big red bows on them. We had Memo Saints has just qualified for his brand new M6, which is a $135,000 car. And imagine not having to pay for it. That's just absolutely amazing, folks. And that's what happens when you just pull the excitement in, and then to go along with just having a outstanding venue, the Santa Clara Convention Center, which is absolutely amazing. And then you turn around and you have your keynote speaker, just activist, actor, humanitarian, just wonderful, 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 down to earth. I'm telling you, Danny Glover is just a wonderful, wonderful person, folks. And I thank him because when I was there, I was telling Mel, I said, Mel, we appreciate the thread that him and Amy is sending down, because you find that same thread, whether it's in Memo, Denise, Dale, myself, Paul Jackson, Vicky Soto, Renata Hall, Samantha Richardson. It's everybody has a fine thread that's coming down that's saying, you know, let's make a difference in other people's lives. It's not about us. It's about how could we help our fellow man? How could we help our sister? That's what it's all about. And with having Danny Glover there and how he would just did a magnificent job of just not bringing the cultures together along with the brand, letting people know that our struggles are the same. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to bring their visions and dreams into a reality. But he said that all of our dreams, whether whatever culture, whether whatever team, whether whatever state or country, he said, all of our dreams are on the shoulders of those that went before us. And he brought it back really, really strong. He said, you guys look at me and you see my success, but my success is because of a lady back in 1853, his great-great-grandmother, which was living in a little house way back in the field. And what she did is she made it so that her daughter would not have to pick cotton, and that her daughter would be able to go to school. And because she did that, it allowed him and his brothers and sisters to get an education. And he said, that's why you see his success. He was saying that the success that is coming from 10 is not about just us. It's about the fact that we are talking about the past, the ones that have went before us and struggled. And then we're talking about the future of those that's going to carry the 10 brand into the next future, into the next generation and the next generation. And he said, that's success. Because we all know success is not success unless you have a successor. And that is what he brought out, and it was amazing. He really let us know that we had the vehicle that could take us there. We just got to all pull together and hold on to this. Mel and Amy, with Mel's health and wellness background, I'm telling you folks, he had put a Paramount product out in the masses, second to none. This will be a household product. It will be in every medicine cabinet. It's going to be on every shelf, folks. This is a paradigm shift. This is a delivery system that's going to take a $600 billion industry into a $1 trillion industry. And everybody on the phone, they got their hands on the turnkey that's going to make that happen, folks. You are at the top, and it's time to get it going. I'm telling you, we are extremely excited about what we have in our hand. Folks, we got to understand, Mel and Amy is not trying to figure this out. They are $100 million debt-free private company. That means they do what they want, when they want, where they want, and with whoever they want. And they chose to partner with us. That is absolutely amazing. We're in 80 countries, and we got over 460,000 direct members. This is an international company. This is a brand that I believe, from the depths of my heart, is going to equalize the economical system. It's going to bring together the forces with energy and synergy and people that's working together all over the world with the same mannerism and with integrity and just hard work. It is absolutely amazing. I am very, very, very excited because at the end of the day, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's the takers and there's the givers. And I want you to understand the way we operate here on the West Coast is we believe in service, because service is love and love is life. And we love life, so we love to serve. That makes us a giver. I'm going to turn it back to you, Pastor Denise McDowell.
My goodness, family. I know that you all can hear the fire. I know that you can hear the passion. I know that you can hear the credibility of Team at the Network, our CEOs and founders, Mel and Amy Gill. You know, my grandfather used to always tell me, people cannot take you to a place that they've never been. Mel and Amy Gill have been there. We have a company that has been proven, a compensation plan that has been proven, a product that has been proven with testimonies. And we're debt-free, like John Joseph said. $100,000 debt-free. That means we can do whatever we want, however we want, because we can afford to do it. Donald, you talked about Memo receiving that brand new BMW.
Yeah.
You know, and Memo, I spoke with Memo. Memo said that when he got into his car, he said he literally started shaking because he had never been in a car at that value. He's never driven a car, a brand new car, $184,000 car. He said his hands were literally just shaking from the excitement of it. Because this is part of a dream of his becoming reality. And he hasn't been with, this life has changed in such a short period of time. Donald, your life has changed in such a short period of time. In just a short period of time, this has happened. And we just launched last year. So all of this has happened in such a short period of time. How much more do you think is going to happen now that we're all coming on one accord? Now that we all bonded together, we all have this vision. We're all fighting for this vision, and we're helping to make a difference in people's lives. Where on God's green earth do you think this thing is going?
It is going to be. It's going to continue to grow, and just on that Memo, just the opportunity of meeting Memo and just teaming up with him here on the West Coast, folks. I just want you to understand the heart of a giant. This gentleman is out there putting it all on the line. Those independent events are something that he's putting on for the whole team, giving us exposure and opportunity to grow. But folks, in his heart, and I sit down with him and I talked to him. I said, how do we get it done? And he said, well, Don, what you got to do, you got to love more and you got to reach harder. It's not about us. We got to love more and we got to reach harder. And we got to change people's lives. And that's what it's really all about. And I appreciate that because that's what we're doing. We're doing that individually. We're doing that collectively. We're doing that as a whole team. And I tell you, I appreciate the fact every day the way Dale is just out there all over the country, just going and just building teams and building the brand. And I tell you, that's what it takes. You know, it takes a person that just has a heart of gold. And you know, I believe that's why God has them not only as Dr. Pastor Dale Wafer, but he also has them as an ambassador, a man of heart, a man of character, a man of integrity. And he's trying to listen to each and every one of us and see what we need and how we need to grow. And that's what it takes. It takes that and the kindness and the love of you, Denise, whether no matter who it is and where it is, and it's just a brand, folks. We really, really, really got hands on something that is so timely. This is a paradigm shift. We have the opportunity to make people's dreams a reality. And folks, we got to take it. We got to take it and we got to run with it. Back to you, Denise.
I love it. Let's bring in Pastor Dale. Pastor Dale, come on and join this conversation, because this is really all about the team and how we are going from where we were last year, where we were from pre-launch to launching to where we are now to where we're going. Pastor Dale, you there?
Well, I tell you, Don and you and your guys are really doing an amazing job out there on the West Coast. As we follow what you guys are doing, you have epitomized what this company is all about, which is teamwork. And the good thing about it, guys, is Mel always says, if you're not having fun building this business, you're building this business the wrong way. And that's one of the things that we can see, from afar, that you guys are having fun building this business. And so we're really excited about, just seeing you guys' journey. You guys provoke us to work even harder, and we're excited about that as well. And I just want to say thank you for being you and doing what you do, because without you, the team would not be what it is there in California. And without Memo, it wouldn't be what it is. So you guys have a great, great impact on the East Coast, even if you don't even know it. There's a great impact that you guys have on the East Coast because of the way you work together and how hard you work. So we're really excited about having you guys on the call, and looking forward, man, to doing a joint venture at some point.
Yes, we can't wait. We definitely want to have you out here, and we want to be out there with you. I'm telling you, folks, no big I's, no little U's. It's just we're growing this together. And, folks, I believe that if we just continue on and push forward and push hard, and like you said, Pastor Dale Wafer, if we're not having fun, we're not doing something right. We're trying to pull people out of that job mentality, and in order to do that, we got to give them something that's more enticing, something more stronger, something that they can hold on to, something that they can feel that, okay, this is my time, this is my day. And that's what I really love about it, Pastor, is when you see people coming to this business, they say this is God sent. So we know it's bigger than all of us. And it's amazing. It's exciting. I also want to not only give tribute to Danny Glover, but we also had a young man that's a rising star, T.C. Connors. Gentleman did a tribute to Michael Jackson. He sings all over the world. We also have another producer on our team, Mr. Rudolph, Motown Productions. And we are able to bring these kind of people in because of the 10 brand. This is the ambassador brand, folks. That's just going to be moved out and pushed out. Young men like L.A. Anderson, it's amazing what you guys are doing out there also, and dealing with the youth and Tierra and the energy that they bring with Force and Showtown. It's awesome. I mean, so it all goes because it shows that we're a team that care. It's a team that care. And before I turn it back over to Denise and Renetta Hall, I just want to also give a shout out to Vicky Soto, just a silent assassin, just tearing it up out there in the Midwest. She don't say a lot, but one thing I love about what Vicky is actually identified what 10 is all about. She's grafted in culture. She's grafted in different nationalities. She's grafted in different classes of people, blue collar, white collar, and it's because she has a love that tells people right when she's talking to them that it doesn't matter who you are. We just gonna love you as you are. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Pastor
Wow, wow, wow. I love it. I love it, Donald Joseph. I love it, Vanetta. You've been there kind of quiet. We can ready to close out, but do you have anything you want to share before we close out, Vanetta Paul?
Okay, I'm just going to say that our event was called New Year, New Beginning with 10. I'm telling you, you may not have got things done quite like you wanted to in 2014, but this is 2015, January. We can still get it done. Every day that we're blessed to be alive, you got another chance to begin again. Okay, we can get it done. We can get it done. And I'm looking forward to Las Vegas. They got us saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, not this time. What happens in Vegas, we're going to spread it everywhere. We're going to tell as many people as we can. We're so excited. And changing people's lives, our number one product, changing people's lives. And a little update on my mother, who's been diagnosed with dementia. She's still on the products. And one testimony I just noticed recently that mother's fingers had started to curl, and she doesn't have arthritis. She doesn't, speak of any pain, but the fingers were actually curling. And last week, I think it was, I went to cut her fingernails for her, and I noticed the fingers were almost straight. And I'm going, wow. Oh, my God, when did this happen? And then I thought about it. On the presentation chart, it speaks of vitamin B boost. The bowed limbs, that's a vitamin deficiency. So since I've been giving Mother the vitamin B boost along with the Super 10 and the vitamin D and the cell energy, those fingers are straightening out. You hear me? It's just amazing. So amazing. God is so good. I thank God every day for 10. I thank him for you, Dr. Denise, Dr. Dell, Mel and Amy, Memo, Don Joseph.
Oh, Renetta, I think your call drop. But as you can hear, Renetta's excitement and passion about the sprays. When Renetta first got introduced to the sprays, her mother was dealing with dementia. And after taking the sprays, she was able to do things that Renetta said she hadn't done in years, like filling out an offer envelope, remember how to write her name and her address. Renetta would take her places if she remember how to walk back, and she knew she did. And so her the sprays help her with that condition she had been dealing with. And hearing her talk about her mother's fingers were curling, how to straighten it out, it reminded me of Dr. Rosie that she shared the other day, that, she had arthritis in two of her fingers, and they just were not moving. They were not, working along with her hand. And since taking the sprays, she noticed that she no longer had that condition in those two fingers. So I thank God for what these sprays are doing. They're changing people's lives, and they are making a difference. This has been a great call. Dr. Joseph, Donald Joseph, thank you so very much for bringing that love and passion to the table. And we have this, we know what the sprays are capable of doing because we have all these amazing testimonies. But, we started this in January, and we've been talking about this 1 year Power 2 challenge. And I know that you know that conversation plan like the back of your hand. Just briefly touch on, if we follow that system, if we do exactly what they say every month, where is everybody sitting January 2016?
I tell you, it's just phenomenal. You have a residual income that is absolutely amazing. And I love the way Mel just put it together. He says the way the mentality is work check, work check, work check, work check. He said you could never become wealthy trading hours for dollars. So he said what you need to do is you need to get 1,000 hours a day. So you have to exceed your 24-hour limit. And he said the way to do that is you got to build a team. And that's you got to get your two and help them to get their two. And I tell you, financially, it's absolutely phenomenal to have a $20,000 residual income a month. it frees you up to do just about what you want. Just like Pop Sam said, it's all about ABCD. Action brings cash equals debt-free. And folks, we're trying to get some people debt-free. And that's exactly what that means. Those numbers are absolutely amazing, folks. You got to understand, for a $399.90 investment, you have, which is a dual-core double binary, which is absolutely phenomenal because you have a weekly potential earnings of $1.82 million. And then you have everything you do weekly is automatically mirrored monthly, which you have a $1.8 million residual yearly. So you got a $1.8 million a month residual, potential residual monthly, yearly, and you got a $1.82 million. So that means you have an annual potential earnings of $3.62 million. Folks, nobody gets paid like this. Mel and Amy pay 60 to 70% back to the field. You're talking about the Fortune 500 CEOs don't even get paid like this. Folks, we got something in our hand. We got the right leadership in place. All we have to do now is just push the envelope. And what we're doing out here on the West Coast is we just came up with a new one. And it's called the grind mindset. Everybody on the phone is great. But we have to be relentless to bring your dreams and visions into reality. The I is for intentional. Every day you get up, when you go out the house, it's got to be intentional. It's got to be on purpose. And then when you don't want to do it and you want to stay in, you got to say it's necessary. It's necessary for me to become LCQ. It's necessary for me to become DCQ. It's necessary for me to become a 1-star. It's necessary for me to become a 2-star. I need to be LCQ qualified. March 14th, I'm going to walk across that stage. And then the D is for determination. You got to be determined, because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's up to you to make it happen. We're just here to guide you and help you, but the grind, you have to be great. You have to be relentless. You have to do it intentionally, and it has to be necessary, and you have to have determination. And that's what it's going to take so that you can make a $20,000 a month residual. Back to you, Denise.
Wow. Well, whew, I love it. I love it. This is a part of a great team. You have the help. It can happen. The only thing that's left for you to do, Sam, is for you to take action, for you to see the vision and run with it. It has been written. The vision has been written. Becca says, write the vision, make it plain, that they would see it, will run with it. There's nothing left for us to do, family, but to run with it. Donald Joseph, thank you so much. Renetta Hall, thank you, dear. We're going to go out to Atlanta, Georgia. 1-star, Kevin Vaughn. Are you there, sir, with the announcements and our quotes for today?
Absolutely, Pastor. Can you hear me okay? I know everybody's excited. Can you hear me okay? Woo!
Yes,
incredible. Oh, man. Donald Joseph, Renetta Hall, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, you guys are amazing. I tell you, what a humbling call today. And all I can say, guys, is that we're in the right place at the right time. And what gets me all the time, as Pastor Dale talks about, is the timing and positioning. I tell you guys, very humbling. For those who don't understand that, call me on that one. It's very, very humbling on where we're at today. And I tell you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, Renetta, and Donald, we heard earlier, love more, reach more. That was powerful, guys. I hope y'all took some notes on that one. Love more and reach more. And boy, is that the heart of Mel and Amy Gill and Mr. Gill. Isn't that the wonderful heart of them? I just feel that. When you hear that, you hear Mel and Amy Gill. Isn't that powerful? Just incredible. Hey, let me get to the quotes of the day, guys. I hope you guys enjoy these quotes. I'm just excited. Got me motivated again as well today. But I want to give one for Martin Luther King as well. We may have heard this one before, but for Dr. King's honor today, the time is always right to do what is right. And that's what we're all doing, guys. We're doing the right thing, I believe. It's all about the people. People are hurting all around the world, and I believe they're hurting for love. the right love, of course. And that's what we get, ladies and gentlemen. So the time is always right to do what is right. That's what Dr. King, basically, his whole platform was on love. He was going to make a change. He was going to love his enemy. He's going to love the people that didn't like him. He just loved them. And that's what change is done. That's what it's all about, guys. Here, our next quote comes from Pablo Picasso. He says, action. Oh, come on now, guys. This is what it's all about, guys. It's all this good talking is good, but without action, it's the key, the foundational key to all success. That was Pablo Picasso. Also, too, Pastor and everybody, another quote comes from, no matter how many mistakes you make or how slow your progress is, you're still way ahead of everyone else who isn't trying. I like that one, guys. Woo! So keep moving, moving. Hey, one of my awesome quotes I love from Zig Ziglar is never blame anyone in your life. Good people give you happiness. Bad people give you experience. Worse people give you a lesson. I love it. And best people give you memories. Oh, I love it. The best people give you memories. And that's what we're all about today here with our wonderful company, ladies and gentlemen. And the last quote of the day and a little information after that is, you can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. That's what Donald and Renetta were talking about, guys, today. If you just help enough people, that's what we're doing, 2 people at a time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with just help the team, bring in 2. Just keep bringing in 2, share, bring in 2, and keep moving forward. Back to you guys. I am humbled and excited and glad to be on your team. God bless you.
Thank you. One second. Well, this really has been a humbling call. It's been a call of grace and just a really beautiful picture as of what we have in our hands. And the gracefulness of Melanie and Miguel to have such a big heart, to really want to see everyone make it. You have to have a big heart to want to see everyone make it. But, Donald, you're right. It's the team, the leadership, the people that's coming together that's going to make this happen. And we know, without a shadow of a doubt, there's just too much agreement here for this not to happen. Right, Donald? We have way too much touching and agreeing going on here. So there's no way in the world your dream cannot become reality. And let's remember, Mel Joe said, pay attention. Guys, remember, as you're going forth, as you're building your business, as you're bringing people in, as you see people coming, and as you see people going, pay attention, and stay excited. Yes, you have so much to be grateful for, so much to be thankful for. Stay excited, and you should never quit. Never
gotta do that.
Don't you let nobody come and rob you of your blessings. Never quit.
That's right.
Never. Well,
yes, ma'am.
Donald Joseph, man, you got anything you want to say before we close out the call?
Where there are 2 or 3 gathered together, he said he will be in the midst.
Come on now.
And I'm reminded of the scriptures that said these blessings are going to overtake you. We're seeing it.
That's right.
Woo! Come on, y'all give us some
ready for the harvest.
They said those blessings will come upon you and overtake you. And here's what's happening.
Wow. Incredible.
All right,
wow.
Come on with your let's go. Well, yeah, Pastor Bill. Pastor Bill, you there to help close us out?
My phone was on mute.
You guys gonna say that, right, family?
You guys are having too much fun for me.
What a great call!
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is a great call. Thanks, Don Joseph and Renetta and all of you guys who joined us on the call today. It's been a wonderful, wonderful call. I want you guys to understand that these calls are for you. It's to help you build your business, to help you to get people attracted to this business. And, don't sleep on these calls. Get these calls emailed out to people and tell them, hey, listen, I want you to listen to something. Amazing company. We're having a lot of fun in this company. This company's changing people's lives and changing their health. So we're really excited about what's happening, guys.
Woo! Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, let's take this unity. Let's take this agreement and run forth with this. I don't know what you want to accomplish this day, family. I don't know what you want to accomplish, but I believe right now, if you see it and if you confess it and you believe it, this day you're going to have what you say. I don't know. I just believe that, family. So look, go out there, tell somebody what's happening in 10. And don't forget, join the Spanish call. Starts at 9:10 Pacific, 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. Get your Spanish-speaking guests on the call so they can share into what's happening here in 10. Be at the TTP tonight because it's going to be on and popping at the TTP. Find out where there's one in your area. If there's not going on, go ahead and set up and do it yourself. Be back with us tomorrow morning as we close out the week and celebrating changing people's lives one spread at a time. God bless you all. You are loved. You are appreciated. We're going to have a blessed day on purpose.
Viva la
See you in Vegas. That's right. See you in Vegas.
Thank you, Pastor Denise and Pastor
Thank you,
Dale.
Pastor Denise.
I can't. Joseph, take it.